Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 7.0. And today is day 13. So recently we have begun training on the Smart Plans applet, and today I'm going to introduce you to two of my favorite Smart Plans that I believe can be game changers in your business. If you were to implement only two Smart Plans for your entire business, highly recommend that they be these two Smart Plans, and those are going to be the quarterly call plan and the monthly neighborhood nurture Smart Plan. So let's dive in. We're going to come into the Smart Plans applet here, the fourth icon down, and these are two Smart Plans that exist inside of the library, and they are going to be inside of our Keller Williams section. So we are going to find the quarterly call plan as the third Smart Plan in the Keller Williams section. This quarterly call plan, think of this as your well-paid assistant who sits outside your office and provides you with a list of names of contacts to call, such that if you were to call these contacts every quarter, right, you would call them 4 times a year. So essentially, anytime you're looking at a Smart Plan and you want to know more about the Smart Plan itself, we've talked about it, check out the number of downloads, check out the rating, you can view the steps. And so let's do that on the quarterly call plan. This one's pretty simple. It's going to fire a task for you to make a phone call to this individual. Then it's going to wait 90 days, and then it's going to do the same thing again. So every 90 days, you will get a call task to remind you to call this individual. And when you add someone to the quarterly call plan, it'll fire that first task the next day. So if we were to add contacts to the quarterly call plan today, tomorrow we would get our first task inside of Task Manager, which we've shown you, to call contact first name, contact last name using this contact phone number. And then 90 days from now, we would get another task to call them. And then 90 days from then, a task to call them. So you have the ability to add this Smart Plan to your library by clicking on Add Smart Plan. You can decide what you want to call this Smart Plan. So obviously it's already got its own name, but if you wanted to change the name, you certainly could. We'll click on Download to add that Smart Plan to our library. The next Smart Plan that I want to introduce you to is the monthly neighborhood nurture Smart Plan. Now, back on day, sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there mid-video. Day 9, we talked about viewing, assigning, and filtering for neighborhoods. This is where that comes in. The monthly neighborhood nurture is a Smart Plan that will send your contacts an email once a month, and we can see that by viewing the steps. So it's going to send an HTML email about the neighborhood or neighborhoods that they have been assigned to, and then it's going to wait 30 days, and then it's going to send the email again. So if we want to have this Smart Plan for use by our contacts, we can come in and click on Add Smart Plan here. Again, choose the plan name, click on Download, and then that plan will also be added to our library. So if we go back to My Smart Plans, we should now see that we have Quarterly Call and the Monthly Neighborhood Nurture. Both have been added to our list of possible Smart Plans that we can use for our contacts. Now again, when we have our contacts pulled up, there's a couple of different ways. Actually, let me stay within Smart Plans here. I can add people to a Smart Plan from the Smart Plans applet by clicking on the Add Contact button. That's going to allow me to search by name, to go through all of my contacts' names, or even filter by specific tags. Let's say I wanted to put all 11 or 10 of my contacts in this case on this quarterly call plan. I can click on Add to Smart Plan. And remember how we didn't put phone numbers in for the majority of these contacts? Well, it's going to tell me, hey, we can't actually add people to this Smart Plan because guess what? It's a call plan and you're missing phone numbers on 9 of your 10 contacts. I can click on Export here, and I would actually get a list of these 9 names, these 9 contacts. They, of course, fake people, of course, but these 9 fake people would then show up in a CSV file for me to maybe email or Facebook message or DM, whatever it may be, to try and reach out to these individuals to get these phone numbers. So since they're all missing phone numbers, I can click on remove contacts with errors. And now the only person that's left is Marty McFly that has a phone number. So it's going to ask us, when do we want to start the smart plan for Marty McFly? And we can choose to start that now or at any date in the future. So you can create smart plans that are for future based activity. Think about a Thanksgiving smart plan or a New Year's Eve smart plan. You could build it now, but choose not to fire it until those specific dates. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and confirm the quarterly call plan for Marty McFly, and we did that from within the Smart Plans applet. We can also apply Smart Plans to contacts from the Contact applet. So now let's say we wanted to add the neighborhood nurture to all of our contacts. Well, again, we've seen bulk actions, so we're going to click on the checkbox. It's going to show all 10 of our contacts. We can now do bulk action, add to smart plan, and we're going to choose that neighborhood nurture. And when we click on select, it's going to say, okay, well, do you want to start that smart plan now or at a future date? And then we actually have a third option that didn't show up the first time because we now have more than one contact that we're attempting to add to a smart plan. You can actually tell command, hey, don't add all 10 at once. I want you to spread this out over time. So it's called a stagger start, and you can decide how many contacts you want added per day. So in this case, we have 10 people being added. Maybe we'll say add 2 per day. So tomorrow 2 emails will go out, and then the next day 2 emails would go out, and the next day. This is really good if you want to spread it out over a 30-day period. Remember, it's a monthly neighborhood nurture. I don't necessarily want to send this email to 1,000 people on the same day, because if I even get a 1% return rate on that, then I'm going to have 10 people reach out and maybe want to see houses, and that's probably going to overwhelm me. So I might say, hey, put 1,000 people on it, but don't put any more than 33 per day or whatever that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm for this stagger start. And now the monthly neighborhood nurture will start going out to these individuals, 2 per day until they have all been selected. Guys, I cannot recommend these 2 smart plans highly enough. The quarterly call plan for everyone in your database that you have a phone number for, and let's work hard to make sure all of our contacts have a phone number. And then the monthly neighborhood nurture for every contact that we have an email for and that has been assigned a neighborhood based upon their primary address or being manually added. Guys, think about that. That's 12 emails and 4 phone calls. The goal is a 33 touch, and just using these 2 smart plans, you are halfway there with 16 touches. So again, the quarterly call plan and the monthly neighborhood nurture, getting those into your smart plan library and applying both of them to as many contacts as possible should be your goal after this video challenge. As always, guys, it's fantastic talking to you. Tomorrow we're going to dive into several other smart plans you can consider using, and I'll look forward to talking to you then.